All right, welcome everybody in the audience as well. I'd like to first open up the Lawrenceburg Board of Works meeting for tonight, February 18th, 2025. If I could get a roll call, Mr. Fetty.
Board Member Tommy Roulette.
Present.
We got Board Member Brett Bondurant not here at the present time. We got City Attorney Dale Weldon.
Here.
President Kelly Malone.
Here.
And myself.
Okay, I have no announcements for this particular meeting tonight.
I have none either, Mayor.
All right, I entertain a motion then to approve the minutes of the previous meeting.
So moved, Mayor.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That motion will carry. New business, what I've got in front of you, Tommy, if you had a chance to look at the CCMG
Yes, sir.
2024-2, okay.
Yes, sir.
This is the same as what we approve twice a year. But if you're okay with it, I'll entertain a motion to approve that project bid award.
So moved, Mayor.
I'll second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? That motion will carry. Mr.
You know
Weldon?
when they'll get started on that, or will that be a
It'll
while?
be in the spring.
Okay, I was gonna say we'll have to do additional on that. We always do on the CC.
Yeah, I think it won't be until April or so I bet we won't start getting bills till maybe May,
Okay.
because the asphalt plants have got to open up.
I was gonna say we gotta do additional on that, so
Okay.
it'll probably be May, June,
Yeah.
we'll do the additional.
That's
Yep.
cool. All right. Yeah, we do that every year, so that's cool. I believe there's a bill currently that may drop our percentage for populations less than 10,000 to 20% instead of 25.
Our match.
Yeah, our match. So, see where that ends up. Okay, Dell, you got easements for the Ludlow Hill and St. E project. Andy Bondistel told me about these.
Yes, sir, Your Honor. Please, the Board of Works, and these are the same easements that were contained in the plat that Advisory Plan Commission and City Council have already approved. So this is just the easement document, and the county has asked us to approve this again because all of the easements are individually signed by the different parties, which are the City of Lawrenceburg, the county, and then Cincinnati Bell Telephone Company. It's a joint venture with all the property up on Ludlow Hill where St. Elizabeth is, and it just gives everyone easements to each other, back and forth, and it authorizes the city to sign these easements so they can be recorded.
This was a tangled mess at the beginning.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I remember that.
A tangled mess.
I got a couple of questions. Why are they still calling that Dearborn County Hospital for St. E now?
Just because that's how the land is titled,
Okay.
but yeah.
And then, so we're just going over what we have done already. So we're not really giving CBT an easement through that property? I mean,
Go ahead, Dell.
I'm just.
No, yeah. I mean, so I don't know where they're,
It looked like they were
land
going right
starts and where it
through
ends.
where we are with the easements for our substation and that.
yeah.
And then goes up to the firehouse, is what I'm looking at.
and
Yeah,
behind.
and that's the exact, the route that they took when put the original fiber in.
Right. So that was already in place, we're just updating or whatever. This is the final step in this.
And they moved the backup server outside of the firehouse, it's on the back, and they would always have access to get to it, no matter who, even if he's.
We didn't want them in our building.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Yep, okay. I'm good.
Exactly right.
Good
Is that,
questions.
is,
Good questions.
I think, Tommy, you said something to me, but is this always on Board of Works, or is this council, or who approves this easement?
This can be either, the statute doesn't say whether or not it has to be one body or the other. The plat review, though, when we did the plat, that goes from commission, advisory plan commission to the city council, has to be city council. But I can put these on either one, I can put them on council from now on if you want. Doesn't matter either way.
I was just
Figured
curious.
since this project is
Said
already
something to
over
me,
and
yeah.
city council already voted on it.
And this is our property that we're giving easements to as well, or
Yes,
something
we're
like that?
getting easements and giving easements,
Easements,
all
yeah,
as
yeah.
recorded in that
Sort of
plat.
confusing, but yes,
Okay.
Yeah, and it's the same as the one that we've already all seen.
gotcha. Okay.
Okay. Would it be best for us to put these on council going forward? Anybody have a preference?
I would just assume the easement would be the whole council. That's, that's my thought. I mean, it's not really a contract, so.
Yeah, we can do property transfer or encumbrance property easements. We can do all this to council, if you like. We can even do that tonight. We can kick it over if you want, whatever you want to do.
So I can make a motion to
Send it with a favorable.
favorable recommendation to city council?
Yep.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yep.
I'll make that motion that we send this to city council with a favorable recommendation.
All right, I'll
on the
second that.
easements.
I'll second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Mr. Rolette, I have no more new business or old business for tonight under Board of Works.
I have none, Mayor.
I entertain a motion to adjourn.
So move, sir.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next meeting I'd like to call to order is the City of Lawrenceburg Park and Recreation Committee is for February 18th, 2025. If I can get a roll call, Mr. Fetty?
Board Member Tony Abbott?
Here.
Board Member Dylan Little?
Present.
Board Member Tommy Roulette?
Present.
Board Member Lenny Fryman?
Here.
We got Board Member Brett Von Duren absent. We got City Attorney Dale Weldon?
Here.
President Kelly Malone?
Here.
Myself.
Okay, I have no announcements for parks tonight. If not, I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes of the previous meeting.
So moved.
Tony, second?
Second.
Lenny, sorry. Sorry, Dylan.
Al.
I heard his voice over here.
You're sorry to who, me or him?
Well, I mean, I meant, yeah. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. I have no new or old business for parks at this point. Anybody have anything that want to add? If not, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn this meeting.
So move, Mayor.
Second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. All right, next meeting I'd like to call to order the City of Lawrenceburg Utility Board meeting for February 18th, 2025. What are you doing?
I was getting ready to
Why is he
salute
turning
the
around?
flag.
Okay, well, I support you saluting.
Well, I was gonna wait till you got up, Mayor. I was gonna be polite tonight.
Anyway, can I get a roll call, Mr. Fetty?
Yeah, we got Board Member Tony Abbott.
Here.
Board Member Dylan Little.
Present.
Board Member Tommy Roulette.
Present.
Board Member Lenny Fryman.
Here.
We got Board Member Brett Von Duren absent. City Attorney Dale Weldon.
Here.
President Kelly Malone.
Here.
Myself.
Okay, I don't have any tonight. I think this is the meeting we only go to approve the, unless you guys got anything you want to add, but we're just approving the claims tonight.
Claims and payroll, yep.
Hey,
Yeah. First, I'll entertain a motion to approve the claims.
Mayor, I have one question on, or it's not really a question. Claim number 423886, that was the boring for the utilities over off of Short Street.
Yep.
I noticed that that claim was higher than the $41,750 that we give as far as when we received the quotes. I looked into that, and there was $2,500 change order. It looks like they found concrete or something when they got ready to start that job.
I was not aware of that.
Okay, but it's in there, and I just want to let everybody know I did check into it. So with that being said, on that claim, I would go ahead and approve the $44,250,
Okay,
because it was $41,750.
all right.
Didn't we ask that when there's change orders that they bring it before the board, or what was?
Yeah.
No, you're exactly right.
And I think it was-
That's why I said if I would have known about it,
I think it was
brought it.
the
before we
foreman.
would have paid it.
Yeah, I think it was the foreman of the electric department. And him and I did have that discussion, that we need to know that from
Yeah.
now on.
Well, and and going forward, the new construction.
Yes.
Director of
Yep.
Construction
Yep,
Management.
this will all work out.
Will
Yes,
be
it
the
will.
person that has to be able to do
With
that.
that being said, I'm good with that. I did check into it, and I'm for it. So with that, I'll
Make
make a
motion.
motion to approve the claims.
All right, second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. How about a motion to approve all payroll reports and checks once properly certified?
I'll make that motion, Mayor.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Motion to adjourn this meeting.
So move.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. What's wrong with him now?
I was gonna say, Linda, did
don't
you go
know.
golfing today or
I
something?
don't know.
Everybody's looking at me, I'm looking, I'm thinking,
I'd like to call to order the City of Lawrenceburg City Council meeting for February 18th, 2025. If we all could rise for the pledge, please. pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, Mr. Fetty, another time.
Councilperson Tony Abbott.
Here.
Person Dylan Little.
Present.
Person Tommy Roulette.
Present.
Councilperson Lenny Fryman.
Here.
We got Councilperson Brett Bondurant absent. We got City Attorney Dale Weldon.
Here.
We got Mayor Kelly Milan.
Here.
Myself.
Okay, announcements, board reports, streets, alleys, and curbs, Mr. Abbott for the downtown area.
All good.
Streets, alleys, and curbs, Mr. Fryman for up on the hill.
Is, on
Thank you.
48 going up there,
What's that?
as you know, going up before you get to where your road is, did we take care of, like, there was a big chug hole in there where they supposed to put some coal pack in? It looks like somebody did, but it's still rough. But, is that us or is that the state?
That's state, but if you tell me where, I mean, we're happy to go do it. We just gotta let them.
Right there just before you get to your street, where you turn onto your street?
It's in the bin, Mayor,
Right
right
there
where
in the
Mike
bin.
Knoll had his
Yeah.
place. It's right there and there. They did, as Mr. Fryman said, they did cold patch it, but it is coming up again.
Yeah,
And I'm sure after tomorrow's weather, it'll probably be even worse, so.
yeah,
It's right there in that
Well,
bin.
probably
Right in the bin.
plows running over it.
Yes,
Probably didn't
yeah.
help any.
yeah.
And it's two pretty good sized holes. It's a good thing I'm not followed by the police when I go there because I go left to center, right to the right.
Oh, you do?
But to get around that, Mayor, I do not want my suspension.
Oh, I thought you were going left to center on,
No, no, Mayor.
gotcha. All right, yeah, anything else, Mr. Fryman?
All good, sir. Thank you.
All right. What about Parks and Playgrounds, Mr. Little?
No report.
Fire Department, Mr. Rollett?
No report, Mayor.
All right. Announcements, I would just encourage y'all after this meeting to run over to the Liberty Theater. We got the meet and greet for the new Main Street director and sort of Main Street open house, so you all are invited. And I expect I'll see everybody at 3 o'clock sharp on Thursday for the retreat. Got a couple of full days ahead of us there. Okay, I entertain a motion to approve the minutes of the previous meeting.
So moved.
Second,
I'll second it, Mayor.
all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Was that a nay or something?
No, I just,
Motion approved.
sorry about that.
There's also a work session from January 21st. I'd entertain a motion to approve those minutes.
So moved.
Second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion will carry. The only item I have for you guys tonight under new business is donation committee request. You see the two that were asked for and granted. Any questions? If no questions, I'll entertain a motion to approve the donation committee recommendation.
So move, Mayor.
Second,
I'll second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. I believe, Tommy, you got an old business?
Yes, Mayor, I do. If y'all remember, I brought up in December on the historical marker signs. We got a quote from Signorama to replace them. They called me last week and stated they found a company that actually can fix the bottom of the sign that is for the governors, which would be an additional $1,500, but they will deduct fabrication money from the original quote. They were gonna try to fabricate something. Again, they found a company that can put it back to original, and I told them I would bring it up tonight, so. Just letting everybody know. and if
Any
you-
questions for Tommy about the, I appreciate you taking the lead on that.
Not a problem, Mayor, not a problem.
Can I get a motion then to approve the change?
I'll make that motion.
Dylan,
I'll second.
seconded by Lenny, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, guys.
Before we move on, is there any plan to talk about CCD during the retreat at all?
We weren't going to because we thought you guys sort of wanted to put it on hold for a little while. So I didn't make any time, but if we have time, we're happy to
Yeah.
speak about it.
I've done some more research and got some more information on it. So I just, while we're down there, or whenever, I'd like to
Absolutely.
talk about it a little bit more. I reached out to Reedy and they sent me some of the financials on it. And,
Okay, good.
I think there's some positives especially to come from that. And when you look at it, I mean, I think it's worth having a conversation sooner rather than later.
Makes sense to me.
And then my last question is, are we ever going to talk about the UDO again? I know that there were some revisions that this council wanted, but I do think that there was a lot of good in the UDO, and I think that it unified a lot of it. But I would like to have a conversation about, obviously, things that we wanted taken out of it. But like, I know that some of the setback requirements were eliminated in the UDO, which would be really helpful with continuing development and stuff like that. I think it's worth having a conversation, but finding an equal medium that we can all agree on.
No, that's awesome. Let's do it. I think what we talked about the last time I talked to them was they could give each of you guys some one-on-one time. That way you feel like your thoughts heard, you can ask them questions, and then we can get back together in a group setting. But we can get that going. That'd be great. I mean, I agree. I think it could be a really good thing for the city.
Yeah, there's a lot of it, like I've gone through it page by page, and I know that we've talked about it for some time now. And there's some really good things in there. There really is, in terms of continuing to develop the downtown and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Obviously, we have some differences on everything that we agree on, but I think that there's a lot of good in there that we could have conversations about.
Good.
Maybe we can get to a happy
Yeah.
medium.
Yeah,
I agree.
It'll help everything. But if we can redo our code in a way that everyone's happy with, it makes John Johnson's job easier. It makes everyone's life easier. You see it on a day-to-day basis, really.
Yeah.
Yep.
So let me get that set up and spend as much time with them as you want. You'll really like them.
Let me ask you guys, would you rather do individual meetings or?
I'd like to do a group meeting
group,
personally.
why don't we just
I'm
do
fine with a group.
Why don't we just do a
Okay.
work session?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm fine with groups.
Let's get a work session set up with that group so they can be here to answer any questions. I would just ask, the things that you guys want changed, let's bring it up, talk about it,
Right.
and let's have them say, hey, you really don't want to do this, or you know what, you can do that, or you don't have to do it this way. That's what I would like to hear, so, because I don't know the whole.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, and honestly, reflecting on it, because by law or whatever, by statute, technically it's a plan commission thing. It came to you guys, second, which I think that's what created a lot of the miscommunication. So because we're just not used to that. So I think revisiting it's great. I'm glad you guys are willing to do that because I think it'd be good for the city.
Well, let's Del, you work on getting that set up and use Joy to reach out to all of us.
Okay.
At the meeting, see if we can get some time put aside for that.
Okay.
Good, thanks. Anything else? If not, I'll entertain comments from the audience.
Does this ever happen?
I don't think so.
Nobody?
I don't think so. Usually we always had Lee.
Yeah, Lee would be here.
Yeah. Anyway, okay, I'll entertain a motion to approve the claims.
Mayor, I have a couple of questions, at least one question on claims.
Yeah.
We have received another reimbursement from a city employee from a department,
Uh-huh.
which we're all aware we really don't want that to happen, but I can see it happening here and there. The only problem I have with this claim, and it's claim number 501, is they show where that individual paid taxes. What do we do in that case? Because we, the city, don't pay taxes. Do we take and just give them the amount of money less the taxes?
If it was bought on the behalf of the city, no, we can't do that. I mean, we need to make them whole. But you know what the purchase was?
They purchased boots.
Oh,
They purchased boots outside of the realm, so to speak.
Yeah, it's.
I got you.
and the
Okay, I
problem-
didn't know. I thought it was maybe a
Well,
No.
yeah.
No, I'm sorry, it was boots, I'm
The
sorry.
problem is, and the staff meeting, we had a long discussion last year, and all these people promised me that they got this all taken care of, but, in our contract, it basically you get a much, you get
Correct.
so much money, and in the past, a lot of these people have went out and purchased their own boots or two pair of boots. We've changed things around a little bit. They send in the reimbursement, and that's what they're used to. Well, it happened this time, and of course, I've got 2 more claims over there that's got the same thing on it. And I said, just hold off after
was the
tonight's
purchase
meeting
at?
before we process
They
these
purchased them
claims.
from Outdoor Bass Pro.
Yeah, and the and of course, I talked to Jillian a little bit today, and the problem with these reimbursements, like, you go to the hotel, you have to, different things, reimbursements, I just cut the check and give it to them, and that's what I did on this one. I've already cut the check and I give it to them on the reimbursements. Maybe I shouldn't, maybe I should wait on reimbursements and wait till it actually goes through the council. That's on me, but this check has already been through.
I got a suggestion, though. How about if from here on out, I'm going to tell them that Boot Country is the only place they can buy their boots. We give them a tax exempt.
Yep.
It's pretty simple.
I mean, I think we have that right.
Most companies do that anyway, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
No,
have
I
one
know.
Specific
I agree.
place, everybody can go buy them. I know when I worked for SDRSD,
Yeah.
that's the way we did it, and it worked out great for everybody.
Yeah.
And they could order any boot that you really wanted, even at Orson's back then. But it's, you're seeing these, I really just don't think any employee should be using their own credit card or monies to buy something, especially when we've got it budgeted that they get boot allowance. and
Well,
things
if
like
they
that.
went to Boot Country, they wouldn't have to. Boot Country could send us a bill
Yeah.
once a month,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
and
there's
they
no
don't have
taxes
any
on it.
tax on it.
But it just, again, I stated, what do we do? So we go ahead and just eat this tax this time?
Yeah.
Okay, so we learned from that.
I'm talking for you, I don't know.
Well,
Nothing else we could do.
There's
right?
nothing, yeah,
Okay.
I'm with you. You got to make the employee whole, but it's got to get to the point where we've got to say, hey, enough's enough. I mean,
It's gotten better.
It's.
Yeah, but
It's
still
just,
not.
there's just a couple here and there.
We don't need it to slip.
There shouldn't be any. I mean, I thought we addressed it. I thought everybody understood it, and trust me, when they come to me with those, they are not very excited. They're pretty upset with themselves. They're upset with the employee, but they feel like they owe to the employee just to try to get their money back. So
What
Is
I'll
there a
do-
limit on what they can, what they can spend
I'll
for
go meet,
boots?
I'll go meet with the garage, and just, because that's where it's coming from, I'm sure.
well, no, there's.
We had
It's-
two different,
We've had
areas.
we've had one from the garage.
we had one from PD
the
last
fire,
month.
We've had one from the police department. We've had
Yeah.
3 so far.
And I
We
see-
had 2 from the garage, and then
Yeah.
one from the police and one from the
Hey,
fire.
where's
So
everybody
all
else?
3 of those need to
Where is
be.
everyone else from the police and fire ordering their boots? Gulls?
I think Gulls, yeah. I mean, there's places that, that's what at the staff, we discussed that, and
Yeah.
and he told me, he said, that will never happen again, which I don't think it will.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if you can just readdress it one more time.
I will.
please, I'd
I'll take care of
appreciate
that. Yep, all right. Thanks, Tommy.
and then the only other two, and this is not real an issue, we set aside so much money for the utility reimbursement. I seen that we actually went over that, and Mark had to pull out of another account. So with that, we will go ahead and pay that, but we will have to do
No.
additional appropriations or anything, or we're good with that?
Where'd you pull the extra out of?
On a rainy day.
Yeah, no, you don't
So
have,
we're good? Okay.
Well,
well, you,
We allot,
let me.
we
rephrase.
allotted so
I
much.
will, when we do our first additional appropriation,
Yeah.
I'll get with the mayor and I will basically
Okay.
take a look at that rainy day account.
I say
that we
no,
have
but it
fund.
does.
I'll take a look at that line item and say, hey, what, do we need?
What was the overage, Mark? Do you remember?
Is it
119, 278, 29.
Yeah, it was
Yeah, it's
a little bit colder month and just,
but that's understandable in a
miscalculation.
roundabout way.
I think we only, budgeted
300.
275 or
300.
3.
Yep. And I'm good with it, just as long as everybody knows that we did go over, he pulled out a rainy day.
The-
So if we see another appropriation for that, we understand why that's
Yeah,
there.
the next additional appropriation
You'll
we
have it
do,
listed?
I will talk to you beforehand and say, hey,
Okay.
this is the line item, this is what we take out of here. This is what I think we'd be safe with for the rest of the year, and maybe we don't have to put the whole 119, just a part of it.
Whatever you think.
Yeah,
Okay.
whatever we.
That's cool.
feel, Yeah.
All right,
All right, with that said, I'll make a motion to pay the claims.
all right.
Mayor?
Can I get a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Motion to approve payroll reports and checks once properly certified.
So moved.
Second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Lenny, did you vote?
Yes, sir.
I didn't hear him say anything.
Motion to adjourn.
So move.
Oh,
You're not getting it anymore.
Second.
You get to talking,
Second.
and I don't get to do
second.
it.
You're not getting it.
No, I'm not seconding. We're
I'll
gonna stay
second
here.
it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thanks, guys.
I'm not letting you get it anymore, Lenny.